Um, they told me that I should be short, so I'm going to try to keep it below 2 hours. I'll tell you a little bit about the beginning of our firm. Harvey Kruse started 50 years ago because a couple of lawyers, Dick Harvey and myself, got together. We were employees of a firm called Alexander Buchanan and Company. And Dick Harvey told us we was going to take a vacation, and I told him I was going to leave the firm. He said, "Don't leave it till I get back." So I waited, and I had a problem with Cameron Buchanan, the senior partner, because he was at a stage in life that he was happy to take home a couple $100,000 a year, even though he brought in about 10. And at the same time, I was unhappy with taking home 10 and bringing in a couple $100,000. So Dick got back, and I said I just resigned that day, and he agreed to go with me. We started a law firm, and since he was a year older than me and a year before I became a practice, it became Harvey Kruse rather than Kruse Harvey. It's interesting because now I receive calls from people in videos. They call Harvey Kruse and say, "Harvey?" I said, "No." But in any event, we started and we came up with some principles that we believed were important at the time. We wanted to start a trial firm. At the time, there were trials. All the time, trials. And a lot of it was dishonest, and we wanted to have a fair, reasonable, and honest firm where we never altered the facts. We tried cases and we won cases, but we won them because of the facts, our presentation of facts, and we also had efforts for all of our lawyers to use their memories and to be able to impanel a jury so that the jury would identify with them. By that I mean when I went to try a case with a jury, we would bring a panel of maybe 40 or 50 jurors in, and sheets of paper with their name, address, employment, age, number of children, and so forth. On the papers, you get a stack that big. So the purpose of our getting together and discussing it was that we felt it was important for the jury to recognize and know us. So we established systems whereby when we got the panel of jurors and a sheet with all the names on it, we carefully watched as they called numbers, and the jurors went into the box, so that we learned everything that was on the sheet about it. And it required a pretty good memory. And then when we put in the box maybe 12 jurors, maybe 14, maybe 16, depending on the number of alternates, we would have the opportunity to listen to the judge make his voir dire, and then the plaintiff's attorney to make his voir dire, her voir dire. And during that time, we could evaluate the people that were in the box, 12, 14, 16, and learn about them, learn where they lived, how many children they had, where they worked. And then when it became the defense time to voir dire, we could, without notes, we made a spectacular effort to leave the notes on the table so the jury would notice where they were, and we would interview the jurors, not as a panel, but as individuals, and talk to each individual, like, "Mrs. Johnson, you live on Marlborough Street. How long have you lived there? And you have 4 children." So you're talking to the jurors and you're identifying with them, and we did that consistently and it worked out. We won cases, and we had also the respect of our adverse counsel, because they knew that our purpose was to be fair, reasonable, and to present the facts as they were, not to alter them, not to get witnesses to ever tell a lie. And it's nice to tell you that at this time, Christmas time, because we believe we had some pretty well recognized Christian efforts in our prophets, and we were successful in doing it. To the point of order that I occasionally had members of one of my past jurors come to my office to seek solicit my help in a legal bit. And when my wife died about 14 years ago, we had an unbelievable number of plaintiff's attorneys that I had fought with all my life that came to pay their respects because they remembered what we were doing. So that's a little bit about the foundation of our firm. And as far as myself is concerned, I haven't been able to work for the last year or year and a half because of a stroke. And but fortunately, I have learned all about memorization through our work with jurors, and that has served me well through my life until tonight. Who the hell are you? Why are you laughing? Oh, it's my son. But in the course of time, I've had 8 children. 2 sons have died. I still have 3 sons and 3 daughters. And they have produced for me 35 grandchildren. And it's not to think of the fact that my 8 children all have wives or husbands, as the case may be, and many of them are married. And I think that if I were to have a group party for Christmas time at my house, I would have to come here. And not the least of the problems was remember the names of my son's 10 children, ages from 2 months to 18 years. And but it works out. And I want to assure you that if I have a party for my family, you'll all be invited. And it will just that. So, all right, what else can I owe the toast? I give you a toast. Pick up your champagne or whatever it may be. And here's to the 50 years of Harvey Kruse, and 50 more years. Hope you're all there for 50 more years. And I'll know because I'm going to be there with you. So